Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Kaye with Plan with Kaye. And today I thought it would be fun to do a mini flip through of honestly my 2018 memory planner. I am so behind on memory planning, but I am so stubborn. I'm not going to give it up. This is one of the joys of my life is to do this memory planner. Unfortunately, I just have a lot on my plate with my 3 businesses and kids that are in baseball and all that kind of stuff. I don't prioritize it enough, and I really need to. But this 2018 planner is probably so far my most filled one so far. You're going to see that we don't get far. I think we only get to like May, maybe June, I believe. And then it gets a little sparse. But I thought just doing a few months of this flip through, you guys could see how I memory plan for 2018. I am trying to put together a 2019 one. I just have a few more weeks I need to work on because I have been trying really hard to keep up on that. And I do believe that I'm switching my system for 2020. I believe it's going to be a little bit crazy. We're going to go a non-happy planner, though I believe that I'm going to still use happy planner products and all that kind of stuff because obviously I have a ton, but I am going to go the way of a Hobonichi Techno planner, which is a daily one where I can just slap a picture on one and move on to the next. And I don't have to put together a bunch of pages, and I can just journal more and remember memories and things that my children say. And I really, really, really am hoping that that will help me keep up on this whole memory planning thing. So let's start here. So I do memory plan in a big memory planner by Happy Planner. This is obviously my favorite memories one. This is probably put out in 2017, honestly, guys. I've had this for quite some time. But as you're going to see when I open it up, I do put this is the Jackson family. Let's see. This thing is so huge. It's so hard to get on the screen sometimes. Anyways, for the first part of it, and then you will see that I got an idea. I believe it was from Mom Craft Run or Mom Run Craft. I can't remember how that goes, to do it in a classic. So I started 2018 actually trying to memory plan in a classic. This might be my other way I go in my memory planning. I don't know yet. I tried real hard. So other things that happen is I do use my Canon selfie. I believe here it was just my Canon selfie. Yeah. There are times where I do use my HP sprocket. If I have just a real quick picture or something like that, I have a few pieces of paper left. So, but as you can see, these print out obviously much larger than the classic. So I was really trying to get used to that. I didn't know if I loved it. I do love this spread. We always have New Year's Eve at our house pretty much. And then of course basketball. And then we do have a friends party after the holidays and all that kind of stuff. I put in 2018 goals. I do a lot of stuff if I don't have pictures. So I get a lot of ideas from Mom Craft Run and other people for ideas if I don't have pictures. So I always like to document what our weather is. We were at 3 below this day, nice and chilly and cold. So basketball, of course, is going on at this time. The kids obviously had no school because it was so chilly. But yeah, so definitely this is a week that we were probably just getting back into the swing of things. Didn't have a ton of pictures. That is one thing that is good about the classic. If you don't have a ton of pictures, they already take up a ton of room, so you don't have to come up with a ton of stuff. So just nice and easy. I try not to overthink these pages so much, so that it's not so hard on me. So definitely another week of actually a lot of pictures. My littlest one had started basketball. My biggest one had another year in basketball. My sister had said yes to her dress, all this kind of stuff. She got married in 2018. So lots and lots of fun stuff. Move on to February. I don't use the monthlies right now. I think it's redundant. to put in, unless you have tons and tons of pictures. It's kind of redundant for me, but that's just me. Another thing I do is I put my kids' report cards in here. So this is the one good thing I do like about Happy Planner, where I don't know how I'm going to do it in the techno weeks, is I love putting in their work, things that they bring home, like their report cards. I just usually put like a little tab. You'll see more that I put little tabs. But it's so easy to pop things in and pop things out. We had another snow day. My kid lost his first tooth. I was sick. Lots of stuff happening. So that is that. Let's see. So this is an idea, like I said, where I put my son's, he was in kindergarten, I believe, this year. Was he? Yeah, it was kindergarten. So he had lots and lots of pages coming home these days. So I just want to always remember these little drawings, and what he tells me, I try and ask him what the things are. And so, yeah, so I just like to make sure that I write those things down, hopefully. And usually this happens like right when it comes in from school. I will put the date somewhere on these. Probably it's on here somewhere. I'll put the date on these, and then I'll write a little thing of what he told me it was. So that's just a good way. Let's see, looks like we just had more snow and snow and snow and snow. We had a little trip to the bowling alley. My little guy, he's getting so big, guys. He turns 7 this week, and it is just, it's killing me. So yeah, again, just, this is what I do love about this, is just popping in these little things or notes that they get home from school. As you can see, I didn't put that one in there yet, but oh yeah, so, and you'll see this a lot of these random notes that I haven't quite put in there yet. I just tuck them away. So I have no idea what happened from, that was February, March, April. Okay, not sure yet. I gotta figure that out. I just noticed that it's not in here anywhere. But we get started in May. So obviously it just wasn't working out for me. I needed more, I felt like a lot of the weeks I needed more space. Though as I'm looking now, I probably did it. I just didn't love the look of the pictures in the classic. So I decided to go back to the full. When I go back to the full, now I have like a ton more space, and it sometimes does make it hard. So, but I definitely wanted all of like the guided stuff. I wanted like these. So I did. I went back to the big, and I do love the big. So, bunch of baseball stuff. Obviously, May starts baseball. I try and document his games and when he won, and like little things like where he was in the lineup. Stuff for him to remember. I usually document like the season and like how things look from season to season. Like I have done like a documentary of like how our house looks in the winter, spring, fall, summer type thing. I love that. I just love the different looks of our house. I definitely try and put pictures of myself in here for my kids for when they get older. So yeah, lots and lots of pictures. I turn them every which way. I use a little bit of washi, nothing like, I use big quote stickers. This is definitely how I use my Happy Planner stickers up. I don't use Happy Planner stickers that much in my actual planners because I love kits. But this is where I use a ton of my Happy Planner stickers, as you can see. Other than that, I don't think too much else to put in here. Yeah. I use mild liners tons to make lines. That's one thing that I love doing. And I just document my life. So as you can see here, now in the big that you can go, now that the big is the same sheet as a paper, you can put them in. I just punch them and put them in. Again, just documenting that it's getting warm out finally. So excited that we're taking walks finally. My flowers are growing. That kind of stuff. I use Snapchat a lot, my Snapchat pictures a lot. Just to document like little things like the temperatures and if the wind's blowing like crazy that day or something along those lines. But anyways, lots of things from my little guy. I wish I would have done this more with my oldest, but unfortunately I don't have his stuff anymore. If he tells me a little note about it, or if there was something about that day, I will like put a little post-it note there. You'll see that I have more pictures. Sometimes I have way more pictures than what can fit, and I just now have gotten new inserts, so I'll add that insert in there. But yeah, I use pictures from my big cameras, but most of the time I just use the pictures that I have. And most of the time that is from my cell phone. So, but if I do get good pictures, I definitely put those in there. I also put things in here from their doctor. Hopefully there's nothing on here that I have to like take out. I don't think like any of their important stuff is on here. Their doctors. Really, I love doing this. It like has their weight and their height on here so that I can keep track. It also has like immunizations and all that kind of stuff, which I don't think that that's that bad to just put on the internet. So, it really just lets me track like where they were. They love going back and seeing like, oh my gosh, I was only 78 pounds and now I'm 94 and all that kind of stuff. So baseball, I was running a ton in 2018. So you'll see a lot of my like screenshots of all my runs, but both boys went to a doctor's appointment that week. So we have that. Lots going on. Oh, my oldest was coming out of elementary school. So he had a camp. Looks like my best friend's birthday, all that kind of stuff. So I will take pictures from my parents. I hope that I try and ask them to take a picture, one picture sometime through the day if I don't have them, so that I have a picture for this also. So not all the time does it work. I'm finding that I'm taking less and less pictures as they get older, honestly. So that kind of stinks, but I do try and put myself in here as much as possible, again, for them, even in pictures like that I'm not wanting everybody to see, but it is what it is. It's life. So, but yeah, as they get older, it is definitely harder and harder for them to want to be in my pictures. But okay, here we are to, where are we at? June. This is June. Again, tons of baseball, wedding stuff. My sister's starting to get closer and closer to getting married in August. And just tons of summer pictures. So I'm just going to kind of flip through this. More report cards. So I will tab over here, report cards and like important things. Hopefully you can see that. Just to keep track of everything. I do, once I know it's in here, then I know it's in here. So, yeah, just like him with his teachers and all that kind of stuff. So, and like you can see more pictures. So here they took a trip with my dad, you can see, and I used his pictures to put in here. While I was at home, they were in here, or they were taking a trip with my father. So I just always try and ask my dad, like, hey, send me a picture of something, and they usually are pretty good about it. Sister's bachelorette party, more baseball, all that kind of stuff. My best friend's little boy's first thing. If I don't have pictures, I don't have pictures. I leave it blank. Maybe something will pop up out of nowhere. I might find something. If not, just leave blank. Like I said, I try and keep this as simple as I possibly can so that I actually do it. So I try not to like use a ton of stuff. As you can see, sometimes I'm slapping stickers down. It is what it is. We just get it done. We just try and get it done. So this was our first trip that my husband actually went with us up north. So this was a fun time for the boys. Usually he has to work. So yeah, fun time. And then here you go. We're falling off, and you're going to see where I'm not perfect and how I skip weeks. So here we are, probably into August at this point. Look at how little he is, guys. I also, if I did a weekly meal plan that week, I throw it in here. It's kind of fun to see what you were eating at that point. Just random memories for my kids. That's all I want. It's just random memories for my kids. I don't have that. So I don't have stuff like this. I don't have that many pictures of from when I was a kid, and I just want my kids to have it. So if they bring stuff home from school or summer camp, I put that in there. I always make sure to put them in there just in the weeks, but you'll see. That is about it. I think I do I do put stuff in here, but I have so much to do, guys. So if you are a memory keeper and you are so behind, understand, so is probably the rest of the world. Hey, pop back in here at Christmas. Probably because I was like, hey, it's Christmas and we have tons of pictures, and I was on break, so I did a spread, and I was going into my new one, so I was probably amped and ready to go. So that is that. I even keep like their notes to Santa or from Santa, little things like that. I think this is like things from their first Tigers football or baseball game. So anyways, I hope that you get, okay, let's try that again. I hope that you guys loved this little flip through and that you found a little bit of inspiration. And even if you didn't find like a ton of inspiration, hopefully if you are a memory planner, I'm trying to flip back to one, that you at least understand that it is hard to keep up on. There are some people that are amazing at this stuff. If you haven't visited Mom Craft Run or Mom Run Craft, I can't remember. Anyways, her name is April. She is amazing, guys, at doing this. She does Life 365, which I have done in the past and not kept up with. And she's doing like memory planning. She does both. And she's amazing, guys, but she also simplifies it like crazy, and she prioritizes it. I need to prioritize a little bit more. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. If you have gotten this far, please like that or hit that like button, that thumbs up, and subscribe. I am so excited that we're getting tons more subscribers over here, and there will be more because I am about to make this a priority here at the end of the year, beginning of the year, when I have a little bit more downtime. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.